What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Reviva Pharmaceuticals, which is pricing in at a whopping 70 cents a penny stock. Yeah, I know, not something I usually dip my feet into, but this one looked so promising I couldn't not make a video on it. If at any point in this video you think that I'm speculating, feel free to click out of it, but from what I'll show you, there is a lot of promise in this company. I actually came across this stock on Reddit, out of all places. Talk about speculation, but no, after an analysis and what I'll show you guys, there's actually a very good upside potential to this company. I actually bought $50 worth and I'm up 5%. So they are a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, so they actually don't have any earnings, but their lead drug, brilaroxazine, if I pronounce that correctly, is in their clinical development. Very good sign so far, and it basically is supposed to help Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, psychosis, and ADHD. So this lead drug is doing very well during their clinical trial performance. It is now on phase 3, and for clinical trials, it is a 1 through 4 phase process, so they're almost there. Looks very positive from the results. As we can see right here, the safety side of things looks good, which is great for the FDA. The long-term results also look great, and from this, all key clinical data for the program has been completed, and the company plans to submit a new drug application, NDA, to the FDA in the second quarter of 2026. If all things go well during this last phase, this company could start making good revenue. In terms of their financials, they actually look pretty decent. If we look at their financial health, basically looking at their debt, their cash and equivalents actually exceed their debt, so that's always a really good thing for penny stocks. Earnings, they've been pretty consistent on, and I'll show they actually have a increase in their earnings estimate. Earnings are obviously negative as they have no revenue. And look, their revenue is even good too. 0, 0, 0. Now, obviously no revenue, no gross profit. They actually have a negative net income, but that's increasing, which is a good sign. Now, if they do release this drug, everything goes well, we'll see a spike in revenue, which is a huge predicament for a big increase in the stock price. Their balance sheet is a little up and down. Overall, pretty good health. I mean, they have 15 million in total assets for 2024, and they've actually been able to decrease their liabilities from 2023 to 2024. Now, free cash flow, the extra cash that they have on hand, is actually starting to increase. Once they have that revenue and that drug out on market, see all of these numbers become positive, and the stock price will reflect on that. In terms of technicals, everything looks pretty good. A lot of volume has been brought into this company, as you can see by this bottom chart right here. The stock price has gone up a lot, which a big increase in stock price for a penny stock like this could be quite detrimental, but from the analysis and that analyst rating, I think that it's not really that much of a negative thing. Yeah, so for the 1 day, a lot of buying and a pullback, which is good. Actually, you want to see a pullback. If this continued to go up, you're going to see a dramatic crash to the stock price, but a pullback is good, regains some of the bearings, to the stock price, pulls it back to a adjustable level, and it creates more buying opportunities. In terms of the 1 hour, I actually ended up taking a position right here. It was bouncing off of that 50-day, and it got a pretty good gain. I'm still holding the position. I kind of outlined this big correction area, and we saw it from its last, big rally here that it saw in April all the way to May. So a good 1 month rally. During that time, I don't know what the analyst rating was. That could just be all hype. Now we know that the analyst rating is pretty strong. They have this drug in phase 3 of the clinical stage. Everything looks good. Once they release this drug to the market, earnings will just increase the stock price by a lot. Big correction area. It's corrected off of this area multiple times. We can see right here, right here, etc., etc. And yeah, now it's even corrected off this correction point. I outlined the middle area, which it has corrected off of. It increased, corrected, which is a good thing. Like I said, I bought in a position, increased some more, and corrected. Just does not want to break that correction zone, but we've seen it break before. And with the analyst rating and the hype and volume in this stock, I think that it will. We can see that it created a nice bullish uptrend here by the channels, ended up actually breaking that bullish uptrend right here. It's gone down since. I think this was needed. When we reached this point, we were kind of overbought, right? Doesn't like this correction zone, bounces off of it as we saw, and the RSI was seeing overbought. So yeah, I think the correction was actually a good thing. In terms of you guys buying right now, I think this is actually a great time to buy. One thing that we do need to be careful of here, this bottom part, that bottom part right there, that price target at 56 is my stop loss. So, with a riskier stock, you want to make sure that that your risk is adjusted for a riskier stock. So, something a little bit stronger, maybe NVIDIA, you wouldn't have short stop loss, but something for this, it's important too, especially depending how much money you put in. As always, this is just educational advice. This is not investment advice. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please make sure to comment and subscribe. It does a lot for me in this channel, and I'll catch you in the next episode.